Dear viewers, welcome to the video session on Learning Portfolio, Learning Activity 1. As you know, in the course MDE 518, that is Educational Communication Technologies, in this course the block 5 talks about learning portfolio. There are 10 learning activities are available in this block. This block mainly focusing on the learning portfolio, that is where the students or the learners can able to do the activities based on the blocks 1 to 4. There are 5 blocks in MDE 518. The first 4 blocks talks about various technology for education, and the communication technology and ICT technologies are talks about in that course. Based on that, theoretical components are explained in 1 to 4 blocks. Based on that theoretical component, the learners should do the practical kind of things that they will do and learn. So, that component are explained in block 5 learning portfolio. In this video, we will see what is the requirement of learning activity 1. So, the learning activity 1 talks about the design a learning environment for a course of your choice. So, the learners are asked to select any course of their own discipline. If they are in the discipline of education, then they can select any one course from the education discipline, or if they are belonging to social science, then they can select any course on social science subject. So, designing a learning environment for a course of their students' choice. The learning objective of this activity are, after carrying out this task, the student should able to demonstrate ability to analyze, plan and design the features and media of a course to be delivered in distance or online environment. So, when the student want to deliver a course through online or distance mode, then what are the requirement, how they will analyze, plan and design for design of the course to be offered through distance mode or online environment. So, in order to design, what are the tools and technology required? There is no specific tools we are going to use in this activity, because this activity requires planning, analyze and prepare a documentation. So, the student will use only word processing to present the activity. So, what is the student role in this activity? As a learner or student, you need to define the context of the course in terms of level of educational institution where you are going to implement this course, and analyze the learner profile. So, analyzing the learner profile is very important, because based on the learner profile only you will design a course. So, analyzing the learner profile and the organizational context to apply the BAT action criteria, that is the criteria which is explained in the course material for developing a suggested blueprint for a course of your choice. You must justify all your choices, why you have selected and what is your learner profile and how you are preparing the content for this activity. So, output to be assessed, how based on the output the activity will be assessed. So, the output what you have to submit here is a short report of around 1000 words of report you have to submit after completing this activity. What will be the assessment indicators? The assessment shall be based on your understanding of the course and how you present the design in a logical manner using multiple media and technology in a contextualized manner. So, you have to analyze, first of all understand the course, how the course will be understand your learner profile, then how you are designed the course in a logical with multiple media, because here in this course we are talking about the technology, we are talking about communication technology, we are talking about information communication technology, then the course will be based on the multiple media and technology, how you are using in this design with a logical manner. And what is the learner support, what will be the support you will get, because this is through you online you are studying, through MOOC you are studying. So what will the support you will get? Definitely the support will be get from the mentor, and also you can get the support from the course material. In the course material, this task is pertaining to the entire course, all the course, the block 1 to block 4, the materials are written in such a way that it will help you to prepare this document. And also mostly the block 1 will provide you a specific help to prepare this activity. Let us see the instructional design model. I will present here a basic instructional design model which helps you to design a instructional design document for this activity, and what are the components you have to concentrate on by preparing this activity. So, in this instructional design document you have to do the following component, you have to explain while developing the design document. So, first of all, analysis. In the analysis, the instructional design basically talks about analysis, design, development and integration. Then you have to do the testing, pilot test, then implementation, evaluation and get the feedback from the stakeholder, and you have to, based on the feedback, if you want to analyze or otherwise you can do the other activity also. This will be the loop. Since this is going for the online environment, you can use the frequently, you can get the feedback, and that then you can modify the your course according to the feedback, according to the requirement of the learners as well as the other organization in institutional requirement also. So basically in the analysis part and design part, what are the requirement you have to focus on it, that we will discuss one by one. In the analysis part, whether you have to see that the market needs, the market needs is whether this course is needed for the needed in the other institution also, whether this course is lead to the career achievement or otherwise it will be the job market, whether it is required for that, that is also you have to analyze before finalizing, before starting the course. Because why we have put it in the first component, market needs, because if you are developed the course, then this course is not recommended for this not leading to the job oriented or not leading to the requirement of the learners, then it will not be helpful for you. After completing all the things, it will be going, the effort is going to the waste of your effort. So, first of all you have to analyze the market needs. It will otherwise also, since you are going for the online environment or preparing for the online environment, whether this any sponsoring agency is allowing the teacher to go for any training before developing the content, or otherwise if you have to analyze whether the organization is ready for the learning environment. If it is a learning environment, you are recommending that learners need and learners characteristics or style of learning and learning constraints, instructional method, material, tools and technology, delivering options, online pedagogical consideration, human and financial resource. These all the things you have to analyze whether this you are able to match with the learning environment. If you have any constraints or any drawback, you have to analyze more how the alternative way to prepare the document, so that this analysis will help you to prepare the content for the learner style. Based on the learner style, you can give the prepare the content on based on the tool required tools, you can prepare the content, and also delivery options. If you have a learning management system, then you can deliver the course through LMS, or otherwise if you are not having any LMS in your organization, then you can go for the other option like web based, or otherwise if you want to send the material through post and all, you have to analyze before starting designing the course. Then while designing, you have to consider specification of the learning objectives. The learning objectives are very important. Based on the learning objective only you will further move to develop the content and etc. So specific learning objectives and planning of a collaborative learning activity for synchronous and asynchronous mode of learning. Because what are the synchronous activity you are going to design, what are the asynchronous mode you are implementing in your course, all the part you have to design in the designing phase. And designer or tutor learner interface, choice of appropriate learner instructional methods, and choice of assessment methods also you have to design. After designing, you are planning for development. So in the developmental phase, preparing the institutional coursework and print or audiovisual and applying graphs and animation as per the requirement. Because if you are planning for any animation, planning for any graphic, you need a graphic artist, animation preparation tools and etc. So that also you have to in designing phase itself you have to design, and the development part you have to match with the institutional requirements, institutional procedure you have to follow to develop the content. And also you have to select the delivery method, develop the learning objects with the help of supportive technology, and create the storyboards and prototypes, and synthesize the coursework into the visual training program or visual training the material. And after developing that, before implementing the course in the proper LMS or proper learning environment, you have to do the pilot test and collect the feedback. So you have to trying out the instructional design on a pilot basis, either the real classroom or simulated environment. You have to select some student and give them implement them and test them with the material and all, and collect the feedback from them. Then based on the feedback you can modify before implementing this one. Collecting the feedback on the method of design, development and delivery, the material and technical support, you have to collect the feedback from the various stakeholder, and then you have to revise in between, and based on the feedback you can revise the content, you can revise the plan design itself, you can revise it, and validate the instruction, ensure to accomplish all the instructional objectives are carried out in the in the teaching learning material and also teaching learning process. And implementation, use of instructional material in an authentic situation, supplement instruction with the supplementive tools, and facilitating student learning through the supportive services. So in the implementation, the teaching learning process will take place in the real time. So the teacher role is to take care of all the aspect to facilitate the student, facilitate the content in the proper manner, and facilitate the student through supportive tools also. And once the implementation, then you have to evaluate the thing. So evaluation instruction and the learner performance and the support services. Based on the three aspects, you can evaluate the entire course. And self evaluation by the learners, you provide the instrument or tool to the learner to evaluate themselves also, and also external evaluation by governmental or auditing agency. You can give the course to the external agency to evaluate your course, and based on the document, based on their evaluation report, you can modify the course. So, collection of feedback, the course can be revised. So, feedback can be collected from the learners, sponsoring agencies and members of the design and development team. Whoever involving in the team, they can also take part in the feedback or evaluation procedure. Then based on the feedback, this document will be evaluated, revised, including the material, including the delivery option, including the, even you can go back in the analysis part from the beginning and do all the activity based on the report. You can modify and replace the material or replace the supporting tools with a compatible one. So, what you are expecting to do in this activity? The learners are expecting to prepare a document in approximately 1000 words. You have to prepare in a Word format, a word processing file, or otherwise you can submit through the PDF format also. So, this is the basic format, the document you have to prepare. In this document, the following items are required in the document. One is teacher, that is you are going to develop the course based on the experience you have, based on the material you have read in the block 1 to block 5. Then you have to prepare this document, and the course title. So, based on your choice with your discipline, you have to select a course title, and if you have any course code, that is a short code, you can give here. And the course is a part of which program. For example, this is the course which we are studying, MA in is a part of MA in distance education. So, you can put the course program name also if required, and level of the course, the grade, whether it is a PG diploma course or certificate course or UG course, PG course, that level you have to write here. And the course delivery mode, whether it is online, blended, or otherwise instruction lead, online support, or otherwise distance mode. The delivery mode you have to specify, and duration of the course in hours or in the month, how much the duration required to teach this course, and technology team also you can specify. Apart from that, you have to, when you are analyzing this course, in the beginning of analysis phase, you have to see that whether the similar courses are available in the market. So, market analysis, you have to see that whether you are going for a duplication course or otherwise whether you are going for the new course, because the competition will be there that the student has to come to you to learn the thing. That is also one of the things. So, you have to see the availability of the similar course in the market and give an overview of the course, what you are going to cover in this course. So, the overview you have to specify in here, and description of teaching, learning and assessment purposes. How you are going to the teaching learning process, that means you are going to provide a text material, you are going for the any online live session, or otherwise how the teaching learning will take place in this course. And objective of the course, that is very important. You have to frame the objectives for the course, and that will lead for your learning outcomes. And description of the characteristics of the target audience, you have to write your target audiences, who is the level of the target audience, the profile of the target audience you have to mention. After that, description of the content, that means how the organization, what are the teaching capacity, and everything you have to explain here. And description of the course content, that is course outline you have to mention. The that means what are the topics you are going to cover in this course, that also you have to mention here. And the philosophical framework or foundation of the course, that means you have to what is the theoretical and then what is the model method and what are the things you are going to, this is basically main focus of your course content, how you are going to organize. And in the media analysis only you will have to what are the media you are going to use it, whether it is a text based you are going to give as a PDF format to read the student, or otherwise you are going to include any audio component, video component, animation, virtual environment and everything you have to mention here. An interactive element in the courses like a email, blog, discussion forum, wiki, virtual conferencing, etc. You have to mention what are the things you are going to use in this particular course. And also content development strategy, how you are going to develop the content, whether it will be given to the other or self, and what are the component you are going to cover in this content development, you have to explain here. And technology to be used here, and implementation plan and timeline you have to mention, how you are what will be the plan when you are going to implement after completing the developing the content and everything, approximately you have to put the timeline here. And assessment include the student assessment to be done, whether how much the internal mark, how much percentage you are going to take, and then what will be the external evaluation, what is their whether they have to go for the quiz or written assessment, assignment and etc. Everything you have to mention here. And overall course evaluation, how you will evaluate the course after completing this the course, that also you have to mention here. With this document you have to prepare around 1000 words, you have to cover all the component which I have explained to you, and you can go through the course material before developing this one and complete the document with 1000 words. This is the learning activity one is talks about the designing of any course on your choice, which will be implemented or which will be offered through online or distance mode. Thank you.